So you talked a little bit about TV stations and how you approach them, but what other kind of sponsors were you looking for in the media, like newspapers? What
I
did you
did.
do there?
Newspapers sent out reporters to do interviews
Oh, okay.
on me and on the campaign. That was one way we reached out to the other elements of the media. And also radio. I did some radio interviews with various stations that had picked up the idea and wanted to,
How did they find out about it?
through the media sponsor, the television station.
Television. Okay, so you started out with TV, then it kind of spread from there, and the
Yeah.
reporters contacted you.
Yeah, they wanted to get involved.
Okay, that's way cool. So you said there's some things that kind of triggered people to be interested in the kindness campaign,
Well, to be a sponsor.
to be a sponsor.
Yeah. The most important ingredient I learned from talking to businesses was if they had some kind of personal connection,
Okay.
like the marketing director of the Engels, which is a large grocery store chain similar to Kroger. And I talked to the marketing director and I talked about what we were doing and trying to reduce violence and bullying. And she jumped on right away and said, "Well, I was bullied in high school, and how can I be of help?"
Interesting. So a lot of people have personal experiences that they related to, and
Another story was I had met with this guy who owned some furniture stores, Ashley Furnitures, and his wife had had some examples of bullying, and she told him about it, and so he got very interested.
okay,
Then I went and talked to his employees, and they got excited about it.
okay. And you just talked to them in general. At this time, were you working with schools at all or
Not
no?
much at the beginning. The schools came to me.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have to go to them. They said, "Hey, we're hearing about the kindness campaign. We think we could use that in our school."
So all of this really started with the media,
It did.
and
It really
it
did.
spread, and more people wanted to find out what you could do. And
Well, there's two factors, the media and the grassroots
okay,
connections.
uh-huh,
If those are the two main ingredients that I found.
okay, very good. So, how did you approach, for instance, businesses if you wanted to talk to a business? What did you say to them?
Well, I explained the campaign, and frequently people would say, "Well, how can I help?" I didn't have to do any more selling.
Okay,
They,
so
they,
how to benefit them?
well, they saw an economic benefit and maybe even a personal benefit.
Okay. And what would that look like economically? I mean, more people come to their business.
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
Bottom line, they were still bottom line people.
Uh-huh.
They want to know, although I didn't have to convince them of that. Somehow they intuitively knew being involved in something as positive as this was going to improve business.
That makes a whole lot of sense. So that's a really good way to approach it.
Yeah, I didn't do a lot of selling.
Okay. That's also good to know. That once it gets started, it kind of takes on a life of its own.
It did, and I was surprised how much it spread to the whole community. Even the churches got involved. I went talked with this one minister, an evangelical minister, and I said, "You're a conservative Christian, and is this kindness campaign going to be seen by your parishioners as some kind of new age plot or something?"
Mhm.
And he looked at me and he quoted a few Bible verses, and he said, "Nope, kindness is theologically sound." And I never had any problem with the conservative Christians.
Well, it makes a whole lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
Pretty, pretty hard to dispute being kind to people, kind to each other.
Well, we went on then to hold an annual interfaith celebration of kindness
Okay.
with those churches all participating.
Oh, very good. So what kind of businesses do you think would be most appropriate for approaching as far as the sponsors are concerned?
Businesses that have connection to the general public, grocery stores, banks, furniture stores, any kind of business that had a regular contact with the general public, saw that how this might help them.
Okay. So you just basically went to them and,
Sometimes they called me,
oh, very good.
said, we heard about your kindness campaign. Can you come and explain what it is?
Well, I had no idea that starting with the media would be so powerful, but it looks like the whole thing was launched.
I didn't either. And I was quite surprised how that really permeated the whole community and made it a lot easier to approach anybody because they knew about it already. I didn't have to explain much about it.
Very good. Well, that should help a lot of people who want to get started and they have some idea of where to begin.
Yeah, the two factors, as I said, are the media sponsor and the grassroots effort. If you can combine those two in some way, that's ideal.
So what kind of obstacles did you overcome or have? There weren't there many when you started?
I never got too many obstacles. I did have one person, a chaplain at the Air Force Academy, who objected. He thought that this was the job of the church, not some, uh, you know, secular person.
Okay.
And he did stop the Air Force Academy from participating. I had thought of the cadets as being people who would wear buttons and just spread them, but he wouldn't let that happen. That was the biggest obstacle I ever, in all my work on the kindness campaign, that was the biggest obstacle.
Okay. Well, okay. Very good.